All right, man. Y'all look over my office. It's been a while since I jumped on here, just trying to get in here and share my little 2 cents of what's going on, man, in America, what's happening, what's going down. Um, as you all know, we have a new president coming up in January. Well, he ain't new, he old, but y'all know what I mean by that, right? Um, I know everybody wanted Kamala Harris. There's a lot of stuff going on about her, and him and her and Donald Trump, and we got Trump. So that's because some people didn't get out and vote. But now that we here, what will it be like? What is going to be like under Donald Trump for Black America? Like real talk. As you all know, some of our kids got up this morning or yesterday, Wednesday, today, and they've been having a lot of racist texts messages going on their phone. So it's a lot going on, and it's a lot going on. But I'm going to jump in real quick. Hopefully, people join in. You can leave a comment. You can join us on our YouTube channel also, and at Inspired Word Ministries, and you can jump in there. Listen, we're gonna jump right into this. What is 2025 gonna be like under this here new president, Donald Trump? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be bad, and it's possibly gonna be ugly. But anyway, Project 2025. What is it about? Project 2025. What is it going to be about? So when you think of everybody's been talking about Project 2025 over the last few years, especially since they shared what it's going to look like, what it's going to be like, and everyone start going into fear mode and just going fear mode about 2025. But ain't nobody scared about what's going to happen in 2025. Only people scared about 2025 is those with a fearful heart, and a lot of us don't have that. So let's get into this. So, um, what is the 2025 project, and how is it going to impact Black America, inner cities around the U.S. So Project 2025 is an initiative led by conservative organizations such as the Heritage Foundation. Now, I don't know if y'all know the Heritage Foundation. You got to go look that up. I remember watching uh, shows like TV, like educational shows back in the day when I was a young man. It was said sponsored by the Heritage Foundation. Now, got to go read about the Heritage Foundation. They aim to prepare policy frameworks and personnel for potential Republican administration following the 2024 U.S. presidential election. So, no matter who was going to be president as a Republican, even if it wasn't Donald Trump, guess what? They're going to already put this in motion. This was already going to be in motion anyway. Rather it be Donald Trump or whoever else after him as a Republican, they was going to keep pushing the agenda. So, what does it look like for us? Let's start with the economic part. What it's going to look like for us economically. For first of all, they're gonna change some economic policies, right? And one of the policies they're gonna is gonna be impactful is tax reform and deregulation. So the proposal may include tax cuts and deregulation intended to stimulate economic growth. So the first thing they want to do is be able to cut taxes and then stimulate the economic growth. While proponents argue this could lead to a job creation, Critics suggest benefits may be more favorable for higher income individuals and corporations. So you're talking about individuals make a certain amount of money, they're going to be more favorable into the tax reform and deregulation policies or economic policies that's under Project 2025. You have a small business or whatever, you're going to be able to make some money. I mean, real talk, you're going to be able to make some money. You're going to be able to do some things differently. If you got investments, you got money you got tied into the stock market, guess what? You're going to possibly make some money off this, right? So with this here, they're going to be small business support. You're going to have a small business. Guess what? You're going to have a better chance at being supportive of your small business. Initiatives to reduce regulatory burdens might help Black entrepreneurs, us, by making it easier to start and run businesses. So it's going to be better and easier for us to start small businesses in our inner cities. So that's what it's going to be about. I don't know about you, but I look at that as a positive. That's nothing for me to be fearful of, right? So we're going to have tax reform that's going to help us, and we're going to have small businesses support that's going to be helping small businesses, right? So another part is healthcare. How is it going to impact us as African Americans with healthcare? It's one of the things y'all already know is they're going to really change the Affordable Health Care Act, which is Obamacare. Modifying or repealing the Obamacare could affect access to health care for many Black Americans who gain insurance through the program. Some of us who could not get insurance, couldn't afford insurance, Obamacare or ACA healthcare uh, help us get that stuff and to get insurance for us, right? So that's going to change. That could change, man. They could do away with it. A lot of people going to be without healthcare. Healthcare accessibility proposals might focus on market-based solutions, which could impact affordability and accessibility of healthcare services to underserved communities. It also could create more opportunities for clinics to come into our communities and offer different type of healthcare services. That's a great idea, and it that could happen, right? So we never know. We got to see what's going to go on, but they got to replace the healthcare system, the ACA, with something. They just can't cold turkey the individuals and leave them out there. They got to have something planned for that. One of the biggest ones that I know that I'm looking for in the change in Project 2025 is the education. And I heard so many negative stuff about this educational system, talking about man, they're gonna be closing the schools. They're gonna be doing this, and it's gonna listen. Schools are already closing. I don't know if y'all notice this or not, but Milwaukee schools is garbage right now. NPS is horrible. The educational system, man, it's the worst I have ever seen. Have you ever been to a MPS school and just walk down the halls? It's like it's like a party. I remember like 7, 8 years ago, uh, I had some people they wanted me to try to go for school board representative. I don't know. And they had teachers who knew me. They were really pushing me to try it. And one of the high school teachers said, "Man, I'm retiring this year. I'm retiring this year. I cannot take it anymore." And I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Man, these kids done set my class on fire." He was like, he was like, so much. What's going on, Corey? Man, how are you, bro? What's happening, man? Long time no see. God bless. It just talked about the system and how bad the MPS school system was, and continuously degrading. And we seeing all the things that are going on in the MPS system. It needs to be rehauled. It needs to be broken down. Our children are not learning anything. It's outrageous. So School choice initiative, emphasis on vouchers and charter schools could provide more education options. Man, we could have other options for our kids instead of NPS, right? However, there's a debate over whether this divert funding from public schools that serve majority black populations. Yeah, one of the things I believe that can help our educational system. Let's be honest. Some of these kids ain't coming to school to learn nothing. They're not even trying to learn. They have the one of the poorest reading scores, math scores in the country, right here in Milwaukee. What could we do to help build that up? How can we change it? One thing is this. I I'm gonna just be honest. What do you say? I stopped teaching in 2015 because the them second graders I had was something else. The curriculum was so messed up at the choice school level. Let me tell you something, man. I taught for 1 week at a school, 1 week math at 1 week, just 1 week. Just imagine 5 days, man. I wanted to be a teacher. I went to school. I wanted to do it. 5 days. I lasted, Corey. 5 days. I never wanted to teach again after that 5 days. I said, man, I don't want to teach these kids. These kids ain't here to learn. First thing we got to do, we got to separate kids, people who want to learn from kids who don't want to learn. We got to separate the nonsense. We got to separate the noisemakers from the ones who want to sit there and get. Because some of these kids, they don't want to get. I'm going to just say this. The majority of these kids don't want to get. I'm going to say this. 90% of these kids in Milwaukee don't want to get an education. They don't value it. So if they shut down MPS, I think they just deserve a hand clap. And parents gonna be crying and wondering why they can't teach you. Who gonna teach our kids? First of all, teach your kids some manners at home first. Yo, you trying to send them to school, then y'all acting a fool in the house, and he bring his foolish acting self to the class and her, and now nobody can learn. No, man, I feel like this here. If your child don't want to be educated, don't. It should be a policy. You ain't got to send them to school if you don't want to be educated. Let them stay at home in the basement with you, point blank, and let the ones that want to learn learn, or create a school for real learners that want to learn, and for those kids that want to jack it off and just do what they want to do. Guess what? Send them there. Send them there. That's what you do. Send them there and leave it there. Leave them there, like real talk. Hold on, guys. Because MPS, what you say, Corey? Wow, look at this, man. Corey said, "I agree." Let me move my stuff around on the screen. He said, "I agree. I had 35 students in one class. Now that's too big. That's way too big. That's too many children in the classroom. When you have children that's on a first grade level with children that's on the fourth grade level, it's horrible, right? Homeschool the kids that don't want to learn. Hey, simple task. Keep your kids at home that don't want to learn. You trying to find you a babysitter for a kid because you just want to be at home, or I need somebody to watch my kid while you at work, while I'm at work. You don't care if your kid want to learn. I, you know them parents, you teachers, you educators know them parents that have children that don't want to learn nothing. They don't want to learn nothing. Man, they ain't even trying to listen to you. Why you think they're gonna listen to a teacher? If they're not listening to their mother and their father, then guess what? They definitely not trying to listen to no teacher. Man, they fighting at school. They arguing. They worried about they swag. They drip more than they worried about this mind, this education. They is not trying to get an education. Why do we want them at the school? Think about it. You see, I never seen that many sagging pants in my life. Nappy head, saggy pants, don't want no education, ain't trying to get one, don't care about nothing. Just go there to eat some breakfast and the lunch and keep it rolling. No, y'all got to move around. We got to put them somewhere, guys. We got to listen. I feel so bad for the kids that want an education. Special ed, she said, do they still have special ed in the schools? Listen, half the 90% of the school right now could be eligible for special education based upon their IEP. Everybody got an IEP now. Heck, even the roaches at the school got IEPs. I'm just being funny. But y'all know what I mean. MPS is a failure and it's failing us daily. Now, we got some great schools. I'm not gonna sit here and knock all these schools. Every school ain't bad, but there's some, and y'all know what they are. Y'all know who they are. If your children go there, they tell you what it's about. They already know. It's horrible. It's horrible. Um, Let me move on, man. I can deal with that all. I can deal with that. Curriculum changes, potential shifts in the 2025 agenda for Project 2025. Potential shifts in education curriculum might influence how history and social issues are taught, affecting cultural representations and awareness. First of all, they're not even teaching black history no more. You know, they're mixing these children with special education with regular education. They pull the kids out for man. Come on, man. They're out there doing what you said. The lunch for Corey. Corey said the lunch program. Listen, if y'all want to help me take Tina out to dinner, hit that cash up, help me out here, guys. Take my baby out. I appreciate it and stuff like that. Whatever you could do for a brother to help a brother out to do a little some for you. I could say, hey, the people that watch us help get a dinner, girl. What's happening? But anyway, here we go, man. I I want to stay on this education piece because that's what you say, Brenda. You teach yours at home. You got to. You got to, man. You have to. You have to teach your child at home now because these classrooms, they're not classrooms no more. They're battlegrounds. Like real talk, they're battlegrounds. It's not it's not a classroom anymore. It's a battleground. You at war. You at war. Anytime a kid can get in the teacher face and say, F you, I'll beat your A. I'll blah blah blah. You stupid. You this. And all the other kids laughing with their phones out like this, just recording it. They laughing, they goofy about it, they happy about it. And nah, man, I need a school where the brothers can be dressed up in some nice suits and ties, you know, not worrying about their dress attire. Everybody look the same. Hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hey, my man, you need to move your car or I'm gonna tow it. Hey, my man, you need to move your car or I'ma tow it. Hey, I'm talking to you. You don't supposed to be in my lot, my brother. This is a private lot. Your car gonna get towed. hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh man, I gotta be a certain way in the inner city, man. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah. Anyway, I you say I wanted to be a teacher growing up, but watching how kids were being brought up, yeah, I don't want to be no teacher no more either. I'm gonna be honest. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do it. Let's talk about the criminal system. How is Project 2025 going to affect the criminal system? Law and order policies that focus on strict policing and sentencing could impact Black communities, which are statistically more affected by systematic issues in the criminal justice system. Now, we already know we're going to have policemen already have qualified immunity, right? So, under Project 2025, it's going to be harder to prosecute police officers for negligence or things that they do. That's one of the injustices of Project 2025, right? But let's talk about it. Let's be for real. We'll talk about police shootings and walk and march over a police shooting, but we ain't doing a dang on thing about all these teenagers and people getting shot and killed in Milwaukee, dying on the street, 5 getting shot at one time, 4, 3, just mass shootings almost every other day in Milwaukee. There's no outcry, there's no noise being made. Somebody just lost a loved one, and guess what's going on? Nothing. It's silence. But let a police officer shoot and kill. Man, don't let them kill him. Lord, guess what's gonna happen? Man, it's gonna be an outcry. Folk gonna be running around talking about it's unfair, it's this and that, and they should have did this, they could have did that. What about that guy that just killed the girl or just shot up the house and killed the baby that's on the that was sitting on her grandfather lap or something like that? What about that nonsense? There's no outcry. There's no outcry, man. There's no outcry. So you got you was trying to hear what was going on outside, Travis. Man, I was about to have a fight, boy. Listen, don't be parking in my lot, but that's my brother-in-law, so it was all good. Uh, nah, man. I mean, we make a lot of noise for a lot of stuff, but we don't make a noise for the right stuff. You know, we don't. So that's why we gotta get back to that. We gotta get back to that. And we gotta get back to being a society of people who who have an understanding that we got to make noise about everything, right? We just can't just not be. We can't just keep being quiet over that. That's not gonna work for us, man. Right now, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Inner city, inner city life is horrible for real. And you can be like, "Oh, come on, man, it's not that bad." Yes, it is. It is that bad. I mean, I lived. Let me tell y'all something. I lived in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was raised there from a young boy to I think I was like 14 years old. And at the end of me living there, like 13, 12, 13, 14, I saw some stuff. I mean, I saw some stuff. And I'm seeing it in Milwaukee right now. The same stuff that I saw when I was a young boy getting ready to leave. My mother moved me out of New Orleans to the country to save a brother's life. I'm telling you, she did a great job saving my life. Right now, if you want to save your kid, you got to get them out of here. You got to go put them in some little town somewhere. Yeah, they're gonna face some things, but they're gonna be survivors. They're gonna be survivors. I mean, just think about it. Right now, Milwaukee is look at Chicago. They calling us baby Chicago. That's nonsense, man. That's nonsense for real. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be harder to prosecute the police, but we're gonna have better policing. Now, how we gonna have better policing? I don't know because these brothers don't stay in there long enough to get really educated and under our rights. So and know what our rights are. They don't respect our rights at all. Really, a lot of not all of them. A lot of them. I met some great policemen. I have one police officer card in my wallet right now. He's like, man, call me anytime, Pastor Andrews. Hey, man, I will, because everybody is not the same. Now you have some police officers that are on power trips. I watch countless videos, and I might just pop one in before I get out of here to show you guys. They on power trips. They always talking to is they violate your rights because you don't know your rights and what how they violating it, but you know they're doing something wrong. So you got to be educated on your rights, right? And figure know what they're doing to you, man, because they are vicious out here. Some of them are. Um, what about social programs? Somebody told me they was gonna affect our social programs. My wife was telling me this. Reform might include reducing funding for social programs, which could affect services that assist low income individuals and families. So a lot of the social programs may be impacted under Project 2025. And how are we going to deal with that? How are we going to fix that? Be honest with you guys, churches are going to have to rise up and become what they're supposed to be, community centers. We're going to have to create things. We're going to have to be creative within our community setting to help individuals if these others programs get cut out. We're going to have to become creative. Um, the actual impact of Project 2025 on Black America will largely depend on the specific policies implemented and how they are executed. It's important for individuals and communities to stay informed about proposed changes, engage in public uh, talk, and participate in democratic process to advocate for policies that promote equality and justice. So you can't be quiet while you're, you know, just allowing things to happen. We can't just be these kind of individuals say, it's all good, everything is okay. I'm gonna just go ahead on and just, flow with it. No, you're gonna have to make some noise. You're gonna have to say some things. You're gonna have to stand strong because if not, they're gonna just give you whatever they want you to have. And we can't allow that to happen, right? That's why our school system is in to such state that is in now because parents, it was just like, that's the school system. They know what's best. and they don't know your kid, and they don't know what's best. They were supposed to be educators, right? So they're here to try to educate your child, but yet and still, they was really taking a lot of stuff out of the educational system. But now, when you look at it, they they dumbed this down since Hillary and Bill Clinton when they implemented the No Child Left Behind. Remember, we used to get grades A, B, C, D. No, F. You got an F. There's no negotiating. Now you can negotiate your F to a D minus or something. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. They don't even get that. Um, they got this new thing where they be like, if you efficient, I don't know what it is. You got to do some assessment talk. I'm like, what happened to taking a test? What happened to showing that you learned something during the week? I mean, your thing was you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You test on Friday, right? Of what you learned Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And matter of fact, when I was in school, we learned Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was our pre-study day where we went over stuff, and Friday was the day we test on things that we knew, right? So we kept those tests and we kept those things because at the end of the quarter or the semester, we was test on everything, right? So we had all our tests that we would go back and look at and regurgitate and study. And guess what? That's how we moved on, right? That's how we now. It ain't like that, guys. It ain't like that. Actual little kindergarten how it is. I was in kindergarten. We had E's and stuff. I don't know. They get check marks now. You're doing good. Give you a check. I'm like, okay, what are you doing bad? You get a half a check or something? A check with a zero? I don't know. It's like it's some. It's like I don't. That's how they do it here. They do the assessment. We're gonna read. Yeah, I don't know. Our system is just horrible. Like I was watching a video of the students in China and how they study the other day and how they do in class. Ain't no nonsense going on in a China class. Ain't no nonsense. Let me tell you, ain't no phones out. Ain't nobody texting. Ain't nobody leaning all in the seat like this, like, yeah, what up, dog? What's happening, homeboy? Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. This how it is in China. They like this. Everybody looked the same. Everybody dressed the same. Heck, everybody the same height. I mean, there's nothing. It's pinpoint on point. We here to do what we got to do. Black America. Where y'all at? Okay, well, man, shoot, I don't know. My, I feel bad for my grandkids, man. I'll be like, they like some smart kids and they be in them books and they got to deal with some shenanigans. I'll be like, man, it's like, Papa, they just be talking all out of turn. They don't even know how to raise their hand. I'll be like, what? They be like, they be cussing. I'll be like, what? They be cussing at your school, bro? I went to pick up a kid the other day. Now check this out. Y'all might think it's just us. I come to tell y'all that it ain't. It's not just us. Now, how they handle us is different than they handle them when they do it. So I'm at a school. I'm in the principal's office. I'm like, yo, I come to see so and so. It's like, oh, okay, who are you? I'm like, Mr. Andrews. I give him my ID. Like, okay, all right. All right. So what happened? I said, oh, I'm gonna go sit out in the hall, right? I like to watch people and see how teachers react and things go on in the hall, how they interact with people. So I'm sitting there just watching, and my kid come out. He's like, "What's up, Mr. Andrews?" Like, we dap up. Like, "What's happening, man? You ready to go?" "Yeah, I'm ready." "All right." But I'm getting ready to walk out, and I turn to the left, and I hear this little kid say, "I don't give a F." I say, "What?" First, you know how you hear something, you're like, "I know I just didn't hear that." And then I heard him say B, and I said, "Hold on a second." I said, "Did it?" I turned around and said, "Did that boy just cuss?" I said, "Did he just say that?" And you know what the guy said? He said, the white guy said, "Yeah, he's always saying something." I'm like, Ain't nobody finna say that. Ain't nobody finna do that. I can imagine if my guy who I went to pick up would have been doing something. They would have been on the phone. You need to come. He's so. That's why we need to educate ourselves, right? If y'all think that's true, give a thumbs up because I believe that. I'm not no racist or nothing, but I just kind of believe that we gonna get ahead a little bit. You know, we don't need to be with everybody. We need to be with the somebodies, some smart somebody. Anyway, I'm not trying to get into that, and I'll get in trouble talking my belief. That's my belief. Man, I have a news app, guys. I call it the Doomsday app, and because everything that come on this app is about doom. It's about doom. Let me take a moment right here, and I need y'all to share this right now with at least 5 people so we can get these numbers up real quick. So I want to share this with you guys. Let me put my glasses on because I'm old as ever and I can't see that good. You ever wake up in the morning and you be like looking at your phone and it's like, man, is my phone on? And you're like, yeah, bro, just put your glasses on. The words will appear. That's how it be with me now. I'll be like looking at my phone. I'll be like, what's going on my phone? And then the words appear when I put. Now I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show y'all something right quick. Uh, let me find this one. I'm gonna get into this one. I gotta get ready to go. Let me find this one right here. I don't know if y'all heard of this. Since Trump became president, it's been some craziness. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but it was some monkeys that escaped a facility in South Carolina. Now, watch this. Some research facility in South Carolina. Some monkeys escaped the facility. Escaped the facility. Now, when they say escape, I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all watched the Planet of the Apes with your boy. What's his name? Caesar. That's what this reminds me of. I'm like, bro, Caesar just escaped the facility. And now he out there in the woods in the Carolinas telling the monkeys, yo, we ain't going back. That's what he telling them. He's like, we ain't going back, homie. And okay, y'all don't believe me, right? Y'all don't believe me. All right, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let me unplug this phone and see if it'll pop up so I can bring it up. So Caesar and his homeboys are out. Okay, that was the wrong one. All right, all right. I'm still on the wrong one. Come on, man. I'm still on the wrong one. That's not what I want. Disconnect. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do it again. So Caesar and his homeboys is out, and they're out in the Carolinas. So all y'all in the Carolinas, if you know anybody in South Carolina, you need to call them right now and say, "Why you going to take your trash out? You better be on the lookout because there's some monkeys out there that just escaped from the facility yesterday because they heard Donald Trump became is gonna be the president, and they was like, nah, 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 because I'm tripping because you could have escaped anytime. Why you chose that day to escape, Caesar? But anyway, dang it, I can't show it. I don't know why it won't come up. I really want y'all to see this, but go ahead and Google it. You can Google it. Google that thing, and you're gonna see these monkeys, man. Uh, you're gonna see these monkeys escaping the facility. So they have some drone footage of them kicking it. This would have been a great time for me to show y'all this. I mean, that would have been so wonderful. I sounded like Trump. Wonderful, just wonderful, right? Listen to this nonsense. Oh my goodness, stop, just stop. She said you got the
country as well. And tonight, as Caroline's Spike shows us, officials are still trying to pick up these primates. The CEO of Alpha Genesis Research Center says the monkeys are grabbing food from the staff before they run away again. Yemassee police got a report around 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday that a group of monkeys escaped from their enclosures at the research center. Officials with the center says traps are baited, but the monkeys aren't going inside them yet, and that they're putting food out and have gotten close to them, but have not been able to capture any of them. The group of monkeys consists of young females that only weigh about 6 to 7 pounds. Alpha Genesis says that none of them have been used for testing and are, quote, too young to carry disease, end quote. The CEO says human error is what led to the monkeys escaping, saying that a caretaker forgot to close the two doors behind her. The facility has faced violations from the U.S. Department of Agriculture before, including a warning filed just 2 years ago for violating guidelines for primary.
so they probably should have been shut down. Them monkeys said, "Man, this chick done left. This guy done left the door open, homie." They probably was looking at each other like, "Yo, you already know what time it is." It was like, "Let's do it." It sounds like Tone Loc. Let's do it. Hey, and they hit it. So they out there running in the South Carolina woods and stuff. So yeah, it's going down over there. Also, this app is ridiculous. In Kenosha today, man, it was a kid who posted a video yesterday or whatever of him with a gun, and he wanted to go to school and shoot. I don't know. But I was down there yesterday and I saw the helicopters, I saw the sheriff's departments at all the schools or whatever, and I didn't know what was going on until it popped up on this app that I got, and it was talking about this Kenosha person, young man, 13 years old, who literally uh, went to school to do some harm. But then they come to tell us that the kid had a gun, but the gun wasn't real. It looked it real. Our kids get shot by water guns that look like a water gun. This man had a AR-15 style rifle. I'm like, damn, that looked real. I remember the little kid got shot in the park because he had a BB gun. And they ain't even asked him no question. They just walked up to him, hey, put the gun, pop, pop, pop. This guy, this kid here, he lived. They ain't even shoot him. They probably talked him down. Like, hey, come here, bro. What's wrong with you with that gun? Oh, I'm sorry. This is not even a real gun. Oh, let me see it. You know, they probably had a conversation and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to find it. I wish I was at home. I could bring it up on the computer and show y'all this nonsense on this app, but it's not working fairly well. It's a lot going on. Meanwhile, meanwhile, fentanyl. it ain't us. It ain't us. 2 pounds. 2 pounds of fentanyl is $80,000. 2 pounds? Man, how much is this water? This water is like 16 ounces, huh? 2 pounds? Man, look at this dude. This dude looked like, yeah, I'm just gonna do something today, and I got the right chick with me to help me out. That's, he looked like somebody that just tried something, didn't research what he should do, how to protect himself or not. He was just like, he was like, they probably was laying around one day just talking like, yo, I think we can make some money off this fentanyl. And she was probably, you think so? I think we can. And then they did it. And now they going to jail. All right. That's some craziness. That's some craziness. Man, my phone keeps disconnecting. That's some craziness. Let me see. What y'all think about Beyonce? Let me going to help Kamala. Y'all weigh in, and I'm about to jump off. This is the last one. I've been waiting for this. So, what y'all think about Beyonce coming on the stage, speaking for Kamala, trying to help her to be the president of the United States of America? First of all, Trump ran for president 3 times. First time against Hillary Clinton, he beat her. Second time against Sleeping Joe, he lost, right? Third time against Kamala. He can only beat women. So what y'all think about Kamala getting Beyonce? She thought she was gonna bring the whole crew. Like she thought she was gonna bring the Beehive to help her. The Beehive with all the millions and the millions and the millions of the Beehive fans was gonna come and help her become president. And then on top of that, she went and got Carly B. Say what now? Who she went and got? WAP. WAP. How did she ever think that WAP was going to help her to be president? I mean, if you was back in the day with Bill Clinton, that might have worked, you know, in the whatever, but not today. I mean, come on now. Yeah, she went and got anyway. It was some craziness, man. I mean, this is the Democratic Party looked at kind of weird this year, didn't it? It was kind of weird. It was really weird, really weird. Man, there's a craziness going on. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. Listen, y'all have a blessed day, man. Y'all stay safe. Do not worry about who's the president, knows who governing you, and that is God. And if you are a man and woman of God, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. And no weapon that is ever formed against us or you or your children from 3, 4, 5, 7 generations shall be able to prosper for the simple reason you know the God you serve. And do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. That's all I got to say. We ain't scared. Y'all be blessed. I gotta go. I hope y'all help me out with my wife. Take her to dinner. At least she can. My wife don't eat McDonald's, so y'all know McDonald's killing people, right? No, I'm just joking. Don't scratch that. It was the onions, and that person probably has some complications. Anyway, I gotta go, family, because my phone is tripping here. Y'all, peace out. next time.